Right, so I've got another little project on the go. I'm just in the process of moving house at some point soon, in the next week or so, 2 weeks. So what I'm doing is I'm doing this wardrobe. Basically, we've got this wardrobe. It's not the right colour. It's like a wood effect, which is quite nice to be fair. It's like a sort of sandy wood colour. But it's got the wrong colour, so it needs to be white for the room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it. So I've got some of this. Bit of gloss white wrap. Got two lots of this, 2 lots of 5 metre wrap. Costs about, I don't know, 38 quid or something. Gonna wrap that top section up there. Also leave the mirror. Bottom section down there. I've also got, ignore the mess in here by the way, there's stuff everywhere. All the sides to do. I won't bother doing the insides. I just get too expensive really. But all the top. And basically anything you can see in the room is going to be white. I'll leave the silver bits on the side. These bits, the trims, they should look fine. They'll look okay in silver anyway. It's a sliding door one. I'll show you what it looks like at the end as well when it's put together. Yeah, we'll crack on with that, see how it goes. It's the only thing that's worrying me a little bit is this isn't quite smooth. It's not bad. There's slight ripples in it, so I don't know how the wrapping's gonna take to that, but we'll see how it goes. I'll get the heat gun out and see how we get on. But I'll crack on and you'll see some more during the video in a minute. Right, so I thought I'd show you how I'm getting on with the wrapping. I've done 3 sections of the wardrobe so far anyway. This is the 4th one, the last one, apart from the sides, which I've got to do tomorrow, or maybe later, we'll see. This stuff's called DC Fix, which is basically like a gloss white wrap. It's pretty easy to work with, to be fair. It goes down nice and easy, all the creases and stuff come out without even using any kind of scraper or anything at all. It's quite good, to be fair. I'll use this again, pretty cheap. So I'll take the corner off. That's positioned where we want to be. There we go. Okay, position it to overlap slightly so I can take it over the edges. That's the biggest part of it. So you don't want gaps when you're finished and having to re-wrap stuff. Got to cover the whole thing. There we go. Both sides, both ends, fine. And then this one, as a normal wrapping, you'll probably know if you've done any of this before. It's not quite as easy as this. You get creases and all sorts everywhere. But this one, to be honest, you just take it all off, which is not what you normally do with most wraps. Take it into the corners. Like that. Position it roughly where you like. Stitch that. Okay. I've already pre-cleaned this, by the way. The wardrobe door, the wardrobe section has been cleaned already, so it'll get rid of any muck and stuff on the outer edge because you want this nice and clean, basically. Lifting it up very slightly just to make sure there's no creases in it. There's a few. Gotta get it to decent level first. That. On the other side. So I'll lay this first. I'll lay it first, I think. Push it into the edges for now. I'll redo it from this end. It's going to be easier towards me. Okay. It's pretty good. To be fair, the other ones before this went on easier than this. It's probably been the hardest one so far. But there you go. That's gone on, you can see how that's all sorted. Push it into the gaps, any areas that you need to be, like the definition lines of the drawers, like that. Okay, pretty good. Obviously this heat got to go on here yet anyway, so I'll stretch out a little bit. Right, I'll cut the sides. I can tell where the sides are going to be because I've already done this on the sides, like that. So I can see how much I've got to leave to get it right, and obviously wrap it around the sides as well. Oops, that one. Same this side. Get the definition line so we know where the cupboard finishes. There. You can always trim it off the back anyway later on, as long as you get it right. You should really use a knife for this, but it's a bit tricky on this table, to be honest. Okay, right then, that's going to be fine. Needs a little bit of trimming later, that's alright. Okay, so I just need a heat gun, cheap heat gun, only about 15 quid, 20 quid, something like that. I can't remember how much it was now. Just get it quick once over, just to get the glue on the back of this extra sticky and activated. And you'll see probably some bubbles pop up, like that one there for instance. The good thing with this stuff is it just goes away without even having to worry about anything. It's quite good to be fair. The bubbles just literally come out of it. So the other three have come out literally perfect. That's a bonus. I'll get the bubbles out before they dry though. Otherwise you have to put it back up again, which you really don't want. But you can, but it's not ideal. It's looking good. And the last corner. Just make sure it's hot enough to do. See how the bubbles coming up along here? Probably bubbling. It's almost like a self-level stuff this, so it sort of just goes out, gets rid of all the air, gets into a decent area. There you go. Perfect. Right, got some edges. I'll do this side so you can see what's going on. Okay, so we see roughly where I've got to take two, which is there. Take that through there, cut a section off. We can tell where we're going to on the corners. Like that. I'll do another section where you can see it better on the other side. Right, so I didn't want to show that last little bit just because it was a bit boring. It was the other side, you couldn't see it. But I've got two sides done now. So I've done that side, that's all pushed into the corners, mostly. A little bit here. That's a little bit. Push that properly into the corner. There. Then I've got these two sides to do, which I'll do on this part. I'm using these, just little pads, poppy training pads weirdly. I'm using these just to prop up the end here, just to make it easy to wrap around. If it's flat you can't do it very well. So the general gist is heat this up and we're going to get it nice and flexible. Just do a section at a time. You can see how it kind of curls around anyway. Get a nice straight edge. Tidy up the edges, the actual corners and things afterwards, that's no problem. You make sure you get to a good edge. So everything's nice as it should be, ready for the like silver tracks that go along the edges of this to hold things in place. We don't actually see the very edges, but the neater you can get it, the better really. This part's not actually gone that neat. But you don't see that anyway, it's literally the tracks come onto the side here, so you won't see none of that. Doesn't really matter too much. Okay. Wrap it under. You've got this corner, you have to cut the corners so you can actually get it to mould around, otherwise it just ends up with creases. So you can ditch some of that. This is the tricky section because you have to get, there's like a bit of a ridge under here. Got to try and get into that ridge properly without any crease issues. You see it almost kind of bends under on its own, sort of wraps on its own. But you don't want to get it too hot either. You have to have a bit hotter on this side to get it into that gap, and then to kind of mould it over the side. As I say, none of this section, this little corner is steam, so it doesn't matter. But got to get that right in the corner, on the side, sorry. Just let it fairly warm to get it in. So normally you'd use like a scraper thing or a proper tool for getting it into the gaps. But to be fair with this, you don't need to, which is good, bit of a bonus. It just kind of stretches. It's good stuff, to be honest. I like working with this stuff. It's easier to work with than the wrap I used before on the spoiler on the Supra. There we go, and you just kind of wrap it over the edge to get nice neat edges. Reheat this section a bit because it's gone a bit cool. Wrap it around just to get a clean edge again. I don't know if you can see this on the camera from this side, but it's looking pretty clean. Right. Last piece. Into the corner. Push it down. Wrap it around with your thumb. Right. Okay, so warm this up a little bit just to get it slackened off slightly in this middle section because it's slightly off. God, hot. Right, so that's in there. That's fine. Very good. Make sure there are sections that are creased. No, all fine. Finish off the corners so they don't come off when I put the silver things back on. The trims. Same this side. Okay, perfect. And there you go. That's one last panel. I'll do a picture of those pictures of when the wardrobe's actually up and everything else, because I've got to do the rest of the sections. Yeah, I've got to do the doors and stuff. But it shouldn't take too long to do all that. But we're not actually moving house for a couple of weeks, so we won't be going up just yet. So I'll do a picture of what the doors look like together, so you can see. Tied up those corners, but that's fairly boring to do on video. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll put some pictures at the end of what it looks like, and then you can well, isn't it? Make your own minds up. Apologies for that. So yeah, it's come out alright really, not bad at all. I'll get it all together and put this video together, edit it and make it look less shoddy than it actually has been.